Jai Shri Mataji, buongiorno a tutti. Vorremmo dedicare la meditazione di oggi a Shri Vishnumaya. Di seguito riportiamo alcuni brevi estratti da Shri Vishnumaya Puja 1985, Londra, presenti anche sul libro dei mantra.
Good morning, everyone. We would like to dedicate today's meditation to Shri Vishnumaya. Below, there are some short excerpts from Shri Vishnumaya Puja 1985, held in London, also present in the Book of Mantras.
Shri Mataji spiega: il potere di Shri Vishnumaya è la cosa più potente che un essere umano possa avere. È la cosa più auspicabile. L'essenza di una vita religiosa, di una vita virtuosa, della vita di Saja Yoga è la castità. Senza il senso della castità non potete avere Dharma.
Shri Mataji explains, the power of Shri Vishnumaya is the most powerful thing that a human being can have, is the most auspicious thing. The essence of a religious life, a virtuous life, the life in Saja Yoga is chastity. Unless and until you have sense of chastity, you cannot have Dharma.
Con la meditazione di oggi chiediamo il risveglio di tutti questi poteri dentro di noi.
With today's meditation, we will ask for the awakening of all these powers within us.
Facciamo namaskar, ci alziamo la kundalini e facciamo 7 bandhana.
We do namaskar, we raise our kundalini, and we give 7 bandhans.
Iniziamo dicendo insieme mantra a Shri Ganesha una volta.
Let's start by saying together the mantra to Shri Ganesha once. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namaha.
Meditiamo con l'attenzione su Shri Ganesha. Per favore, Shri Ganesha, donaci la tua saggezza divina. Per favore, donaci la tua energia instancabile per portare la spiritualità nel mondo intero. La tua resa alla nostra Madre Divina.
Let's meditate with attention on Shri Ganesha. Shri Ganesha, please give us your divine wisdom, your tireless energy to bring spirituality to the whole world, your surrender to our Divine Mother.
Portiamo l'attenzione sul Vishwa di sinistro. Ora offriremo alcune affermazioni e preghiere dedicate a diversi aspetti di Shri Vishnumaya, ispirati dai suoi santi nomi, e reciteremo i relativi mantra.
Let's bring our attention on the left Vishuddhi. We will now offer some affirmations and prayers dedicated to different aspects of Shri Vishnumaya, inspired by her holy names, and recite the related mantras.
Iniziamo recitando mantra completo a Shri Vishnumaya.
We begin by reciting the complete mantra to Shri Vishnumaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, risveglia dentro di noi il potere di parlare di Shri Mataji, annunciare l'avvento della sua incarnazione divina.
Shri Vishnumaya, please awaken within us the power to speak of Shri Mataji, to announce the advent of her divine incarnation, Shri Satya Avatar Udgoshini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Satya Avatar Udgoshini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, donaci il potere del sostentamento.
Shri Vishnumaya, please grant us the power of sustenance. Shri Narayani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Narayani Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, elimina le afflizioni del mondo intero, di tutte le persone che soffrono in questo mondo.
Shri Vishnumaya, please take away the afflictions of the whole world and of all the suffering people in this world. Shri Pida Nivarini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Pida Nivarini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, donaci la castità. Aiuta ogni saggia yogi a capire l'importanza della castità.
Shri Vishnumaya, please give us chastity. Help every Sajja yogi understand the importance of chastity. Shri Pavitriya Rakshaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Pavitriya Rakshaka Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, aiuta ogni fratello a mostrare rispetto per la castità della sorella dentro il collettivo.
Shri Vishnumaya, please help each brother to show respect for the chastity of the sisters within the collective. Shri Bandhu Rakshita Pavitriya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bandhu Rakshita Pavitriya Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore risveglia in ogni sorella il potere di prendersi cura della spiritualità del fratello in tutti i collettivi.
Shri Vishnumaya, please awaken in each sister the power to care for the spirituality of the brother in all collectives. Shri Bandhu Atma Prabhudyata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bandhu Atma Prabhudyata Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore integra dentro di noi il cuore con il cervello.
Shri Vishnumaya, please integrate the heart with the brain within us. Shri Hruda Buddhi Melaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Hruda Buddhi Melaka Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore rendici persone auspicevoli.
Shri Vishnumaya, please make us auspicious people. Shri Vidyut Janita Mangala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vidyut Janita Mangala Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, ti prego, risveglia e stabilisci in noi il potere dei mantra.
Shri Vishnumaya, please awaken and establish the power of mantras within us. Shri Mantra Samarthya Pradaini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mantra Samarthya Pradaini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, concedici la vera umiltà.
Shri Vishnumaya, please grant us true humility. Shri Namrata Pradaini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Namrata Pradaini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, stabilizza in noi la fede e la fiducia.
Shri Vishnumaya, please establish faith and trust within us. Shri Vishwasa Nirmankara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishwasa Nirmankara Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, smaschera tutta la negatività che c'è dentro di noi.
Shri Vishnumaya, please expose all the negativity within us. Sarva Bada Udgatika. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sarva Bada Udgatika Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, risveglia dentro di noi il rispetto per la Madre dell'Universo.
Shri Vishnumaya, please awaken within us the respect for the Mother of the Universe. Shri Matru Tattva Gaurava Rakshika. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Matru Tattva Gaurava Rakshika Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, dissolvi tutti i nostri dubbi e la mancanza di autostima che rimane ancora dentro di noi.
Shri Vishnumaya, please dissolve all our doubts and lack of self-esteem that still remains within us. Shri Atma Sanshaya Nivarini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Atma Sanshaya Nivarini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, donaci la profonda conoscenza del sottile.
Shri Vishnumaya, please give us the profound knowledge of the subtle. Shri Sukshma Samveda Daini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sukshma Samveda Daini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore dissolvi ogni ostacolo sul cammino della completa realizzazione del sé dentro di noi.
Shri Vishnumaya, please dissolve all obstacles on the path of the complete self-realization within us. Shri Atma Sakshatkar Pata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Atma Sakshatkar Pata Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, rendici persone assolutamente capaci di diffondere Sahaja Yoga.
Shri Vishnumaya, please make us people who are absolutely capable of spreading Sahaja Yoga. Shri Purna Samartha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Purna Samartha Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, donaci un cuore completamente dedicato a Sahaja Yoga.
Shri Vishnumaya, please give us a heart completely dedicated to Sahaja Yoga. Shri Sahaja Yoga Pari Samarpana Rupa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sahaja Yoga Pari Samarpana Rupa Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, donaci la grazia della pace in famiglia e la pace interiore.
Shri Vishnumaya, please grant us the grace of family peace and inner peace. Shri Bhagini Kanya Rupa Fatima. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhagini Kanya Rupa Fatima Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, benedici con l'attenzione pura.
Shri Vishnumaya, please bless us with pure attention. Vipra Chita Rakshasa Gatini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Vipra Chita Rakshasa Gatini Namo Namaha.
Shri Vishnumaya, per favore, distruggi tutte le nostre paure e tutta la nostra letargia. Per favore, brucia tutta la negatività che esiste dentro e fuori di noi.
Shri Vishnumaya, please destroy all our fears and all our lethargy. Please burn all the negativity that exists within and outside of us. Shri Ida Nadishta Agni Shakti. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ida Nadishta Agni Shakti Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha.
Ora portiamo l'attenzione sul Sahasrara e guardiamo un estratto del video di Shri Vishnumaya Puja 1985.
Now let's bring our attention on Sahasrara and watch an excerpt from Shri Vishnumaya Puja in 1985.
You must know Vishnumaya is a lightning, and the lecture has to be like that. It cannot be that soft one as Sri Krishna was. A very powerful thing I'm telling you. And may God awaken that power within you of Vishnumaya. It's the most powerful thing that a human being can have. It's the most auspicious thing. You become a holy personality. This is one of the ways of getting God's realization. It was a nice question, aptly asked. The right time yesterday is to establish your chastity. Not by giving bandhans, taking vibrations from mother and then getting lost, not that way. You yourself correcting yourself morning till evening and facing yourself and not feeling guilty and learning new things. All the time is the sister who teaches you all the time how to be better and better and better, not the mother. Because mother, you can say no mother. To a sister, if you say electricity, all right? Try your fingers in the plug and you will know. No explanations. With this understanding, today we are going to do the puja for the establishment of our chastity. Chastity of our emotions and chastity of our mind. Now, whatever you have done so far, forget it, forget the past. That is very important also to forget the past, because there's a very good way of explaining, because I had this, that's why it has happened. My mother was like this, that happened. My father was like this. Mother, father, everybody you forget, now you belong to this family, which is a holy family. People who are saints, sitting here, among them you are. And automatically these laws will start working. I will not have to tell you whether you be friendly with that person or not friendly with that person. You see, interest in another sex all the time is not a sign of chastity. It's horrid, absolutely ridiculous. You become stupid. Like some men know so much about what women use, perfumes, this, that. What's the use? Are you slaves of women or what? They become experts on these nonsensical things. Your men live like men. And women have to have that sense of chastity within themselves because they are the powers. Why are you wanting to become like men? I mean, you are the powers behind them. And women must look after their chastity. For that I must say, I must bow to Indian women for that. The way they are humble, the way they are chaste, one has to learn. Of course, there are many who are not also, but the humility that they have. There is only one category we should not have humility. That is the incarnations. I cannot have humility. Sorry to say. There are certain qualities you can have and enjoy and cherish. I cannot have. I cannot humble down myself. Cannot do it. I'm sorry. Not supposed to do it. No incarnation. They cannot. Because they have no guilt. I have put so many guilty people in my left Vishuddhi that my ears are getting blocked, trying to clear them out. If you can clear out your guilt, my ears will be opened up. My trouble will go away. So please, I request you to keep your left Vishuddhi all right. Don't feel guilty. Be in the center. Be in the center. Watch yourself and face yourself. Shock yourself. Correct yourself. Only such people will ascend. Another way is meditation. With your left hand towards the photograph, with the light there, right hand on the Mother Earth, you can work it out. Put the light over here, give a bandhan to your left Vishuddhi, you can work it out. But these become rituals if you do not do it from your heart. So first of all, face it. Mentally face it fully, then do it with these things. Emotionally understand it also, that the emotions you have should have no guilt in it. So for all our practical purposes, we are not to use all such words which shows our guilt, but humility. Humility is very different from a guilty person. Guilty person is the person who is under duress, under pressures, but a humble person is a free person. He is humble in his own freedom, in his own exuberance, like the trees. When they are loaded with fruit, they just bow to the Mother Earth. Like if you go to the sea, you will find that all the trees around the sea, especially the coconut trees, all bend towards the sea because the sea has given them that speciality. Water that is in the coconut comes from the sea. So all of them have that respect, that humility towards the sea. In the same way, a person who is not guilty only will be really humble, because guilty people, as I told you, are aggressive by their sarcasm, by their nasty words, by their answering back, by their explanations. But a humble person is a free person, free to be humble, free to be kindly, to be gentle, to be compassionate. And that sort of Sahajogis you have to be, so that when people meet you, they are impressed by your humility. But humility doesn't have any subservience, innocence and humility. I, I lack that quality completely. I cannot be humble. And you should never try to humble me down, because that is not to be done. But nobody can say in my behavior when they meet me that I am not humble. I act as a very humble person. I can act as a very humble person, but to be very frank, I have no humility of any kind within me. No humility. Compassion is very different from humility. Humility is a human quality, is a special quality only the bhaktas have. Only the bhaktas have. It's such a beautiful quality of taking the showers of bliss. The one who gives bliss cannot be humble, because it cannot take anything. It's the only human beings who are humble and who can take it and achieve it and receive it. And a person who cannot take is so lonely, so lonely. Such a person cannot get companionship with anyone, because it has to give and give and give. It's so lonely and has to face everything oneself. Those who are humble can only become friendly with each other, can share their problems with each other. I cannot, because you have no solutions. I have to solve my own problem. So the humility can only help you to articulate and to have rapport with your friends, everyone. Share your difficulties. But again, I have to warn you, because it always happens. Your humility should not be sympathetic. Humility is a detached person. It's a detached quality. It's not a quality that gets attached to one person or second person. It's a humble style of life where you are not arrogant unnecessarily, you don't shout at people. But in India, we say the cow is a very humble animal. It gives its milk. It provides everything. It doesn't attack it. So humility is such a guard for you. Of course, sometimes people take advantage of humble people. It doesn't matter. As long as you have not lost your humility, everything is all right. But people lose their humility. When people try to trouble them, they become left Vishuddhites and then they lose their humility. And that's one thing one should not lose. Because if you have to keep connection with the divine, then you have to be humble. There's no other way. If you are not a humble person, you cannot keep the relationship. See, two qualities, like a plug and a socket. The plug has to be the plug, the socket has to be socket. In the same way, if you have to get something out of the divine, you have to be humble people. Through arrogance, you will not get anything. Through aggression, you will not get anything. Through anything, some people also feel that I love mother, but that love is to be expressed through complete humility. That's the only way, that's the only channel through which you can approach me. There's no way out. So we end up today on a very high stage, beginning of God's realization. But you must speed up with me. It's not easy to keep speed with me. So you have to speed up with me. If you have to go towards God's realization, first establish your sense of chastity and humility. May God bless.
कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः
Jai Shri Mataji, possiamo fare collettivamente Namaskar, alzarci la Kundalini e darci 7 bandane.
We can collectively do Namaskar, raise the Kundalini, and give ourselves 7 bandhans.